Hey, good morning, everybody from Houston. This is John and Bogdan with our chat, and I'm going to turn on my Facebook live streaming here to see who's gonna watch us, who says hello, and so on. What's new, John? Other than working out and having this amazing...
I did not have the same experience of almost dying doing exercises. That's why I think you should never exercise.
Yeah.
Get bigger and bigger.
Stop it. What are we doing? What are for the sake of fashion, basically?
Exactly. Being pretty hurts.
Yes, fashion hurts.
Yeah.
But this is a new edition of our chat with John and Bogdan, and it's very glad to have you here. And hopefully you are watching us wherever you are. I know that Frank and Tom is our main
support system.
Supporters are wandering now on the streets of Paris, somewhere drinking wine and
carrying
fun.
Baguettes and drinking wine, and probably with a little beret on.
Yes. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour, l'amour.
All right. So, John, you want to do some housekeeping?
You bet. Good morning, everybody. If you are watching us, it's probably on Facebook Live. But we're actually broadcasting through Zoom. So please realize that there is a bit of a delay if we don't get to you. If you're in the comments and we don't respond immediately, there is a bit of a delay, and I just wanted to point that out so it doesn't surprise you. And secondly, everything we're showing you today on Art Chat is for sale.
Even the one behind you?
Let me finish it, and then it's for sale. In fact, if you want to do a commission, tell me what to do, and then you can buy it. I'm staying home today doing a paint day. And anything we are showing you today is for sale, and we can ship it anywhere in the world. So the time to buy a painting is or a photograph is when you fall in love with it. So if you do fall in love, don't worry, we can get it to you wherever you are.
And if you guys are in Houston, come and see us at the studio. We are here in 314 at Silver State Studios. We are open pretty much every day, but it's very easy to get in touch with us if you want to make an appointment. Either you go to our websites or our social media, send us a message. Our contacts are everywhere.
Yes, absolutely.
So, because we finished that part of housekeeping, let me switch back to the presentation and see what did we prepare for you guys today. Can you see the slideshow?
I can.
Fabulous. So there are two pieces here, two paintings actually, because lately I am exploring more and more the painting territory, and I'm having a ball.
Yes, it's lovely.
And you have a one that has been is actually watching on my shoulders right now.
No, she's kind of creepy.
But we'll talk about that in just a second. So guys, this is a kind of a medium-large painting, which I never did before because I'm really afraid of large-scale canvases. But I wanted to explore something that is more abstract, like a semi-abstract, I should say, so that your eyes make sense of the things that are there, and the rest your brain can make the connections. So this way I came up with this splash of floral irises, and it doesn't cover the whole canvas left and right because there's no need. I just wanted that. I wanted to capture that splash of a corner in a garden, a wild and very, how do you say this, like in a when you don't take care of the garden, you just leave it to grow the way it is. So this is how I remember. This is how I remember these flower beds back at my home country. There was a splash of flowers everywhere, but there's a mixture of some ivy and some how do you call those spreading plants? There's no ivies, but I can't find them. I don't have the English word for that, but I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's beautiful.
But your brain makes up whatever I wanted to.
You know, it's funny seeing the photograph of the artwork. It looks so much better in person. There's a depth here that is really striking. People would see it from the hallway, and they would come in last Saturday. It just drew you. It just draws you to it. There's so much complexity of shadows and depth, and I just it's remarkable. I was really taken aback by it.
I did have some hesitation, being, kind of the first big one, to kind of put it on display, but I said I'm going to sort of risk, because we have this new gallery that has enough space to place it somewhere without overpowering anything else. So I was really impressed of people's reaction.
Mm-hmm. And now it's very, very nice.
I do have to give a credit to our friend Melissa, who spotted this on Instagram the other day, and I put there a note. How should I call this? If you are out there and watching me, give me an idea. So we started with Euphoria, and then Melissa said, "Why don't you call it Euphoria? Make a game after the words." And I found it very interesting, perfect for this floral. I don't know how I'm gonna call the next one, but Euphoria 1 is here.
It's beautiful. It's quite large. Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I do have it behind me. Hold on a second. Thank you for reminding me that, because I have everything around me, but I almost forget the entire time. It is 48 by 36.
It's quite large. In the setup photo, it didn't look as big. It's giant.
And I did put it over the fireplace while I was home drying, just to get a sense how it's going to look. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this.
So it would look good framed, but if it's on a colored wall, like a beige wall, that white would really pop. So you don't even need to frame it.
Yeah, but if you want to frame, you can frame it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was my first piece of the show, and it's available. It's in the studio. We are open this third Saturday, and come over and see it. Let's talk about this one.
I don't know what sister's name is. I believe that she was my second grade teacher, and it's in my brain somewhere that I had to get her out into paint. I call this one She Watches. It's anybody who went to Catholic school will kind of get the joke here. I do these little heads, and I enjoy doing the little cartoon figures because they just crack me up and they have such character.
Hey, let me say something about this. Looking at her head now, you put that eyebrow a little up.
Yeah, she's
That's
watching.
Trouble.
Yeah, someone's about to get it.
And my mother would have this look. She would come back from work, and she would try to check our homework and what have we done, what have we worked on, and she was always very serious with us.
Mm-hmm.
Always had her eyebrow up. We are so afraid of that. When the eyebrow went up,
you were in trouble.
It's trouble.
She's coiled like a snake, ready to strike. And I tried to give enough detail. I mean, obviously, it's not the best drawing, but she is packing a yardstick right there. And there's a piece of material called a scapular that is in most of the habits. And they would keep that hidden underneath that flap of material. And all they would have to do is show you the bottom. She'd stick it out to the side like that. And you knew that she was armed and that you better stop what you were doing. So I had a really good time. She She cracks me up. I have a problem having her in the studio because I do feel like she's watching me. But I think she's a hoot, and I really, really enjoy the piece. It's giant.
Yeah, listen, I put it next to me right here so that I can share it. I know you are away today, but I was like, look, it's the size of me.
She's life size, exactly. And she has this kind of mixture of being a kind, petite, religious woman, and yet she is ready to strike at any moment, and would not hesitate to slap you with that ruler. But that's the one I call She Watches.
But I like that it's, even though it's funny, I like how you picked up the background and make it almost like an icon.
Yes, the whole idea was to make it like an icon. The colors behind the gold stamping are, to me, are reminiscent of stained glass windows. Mm-hmm. And so I get the sense that she's in a beautiful religious setting that is very elevated, and yet she will hit you. She will strike. She's not afraid to use her authority.
So Frank,
even in a beautiful setting like that, you're in danger.
Frank is online.
Frank is here from France.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
I hope you are enjoying a glass of wine. What are you doing in France now? Tell us where you are.
Fromage.
So let's do a who knows more French? Oh, La Fenêtre. Oh, I know more.
They're in Versailles. They're in Versailles.
Oh,
listen.
Yes,
while you're there,
listen. I have a while in Versailles proposition. If you meet with the administrator on Versailles,
exactly, she would look so good in the Hall of Mirrors.
Oh my God.
I think this is what Versailles is lacking.
You know, yeah. And if it goes there, tell them, Frank, that it's going to be free for them.
I will donate it.
We will donate it.
You just have to get it there, and yes, I will donate that to the French nation.
Yes. Okay, guys, let's get back to our show.
It's like, Frank, join the group. Your tour group has left you.
Yeah. So let's see, guys. We still have the Progresso here at the Silver Sea Studios, and you do still have time to come and visit us and come and look at the work that it's displaying in our exhibition here at Silver Sea Studios. And I think it's beautiful art. And John, you have been very involved in this, right?
Right. I'm on the exhibition committee, which is a great honor to have that the administration of the building allows us to do our own kind of exhibitions. And so we have a team of people who manage that, but all of the art in the exhibition is tenant art. So it's all the people from the building who chose to participate. And so it's a great way to not only adorn the hallways so that the building looks more inviting, but it also features the work of the artists in the building. So we have this one that runs until the end of the month, and then we're starting a new one bright and early in July on the 2nd. So this is a great show. It was actually, we had a guest curator, which we don't do that often, Armando Rodriguez, and he did a great job for us, and it's a great show. You should stop by. Like I say, it's only up till the end of the month. So
absolutely. And saying that, it happens that this coming Saturday is the third Saturday of the month, and all studios here at Silver Sea Studios are open, including our new studio, which is 314, guys, and it's beautiful. We have a lot of work out, a lot of the gallery space is just beautiful, and you have to come and see and say hello.
Absolutely.
Now,
it's a really good move for us, I think.
Now, there's a couple of things. I just applied for a new show at Archway Gallery.
Archway?
Every year. So I've been accepted last 3 years in a row now. Hopefully this is going to be the fourth one. and it's a great honor to apply for this show. I don't have an answer yet. It's gonna come in sometime in June, this month sometime, but I will let you know about that. Meanwhile, I have been invited again this year for the photo in Argentina, in Tucumán, for the Festival de Fotografía Artística. And as a guest artist, I have to propose a portfolio, a series that would be shown there. So for this year, I choose to send Nature Remember pictures, that images that have been talked about lately, because two of them have been selected for the VAA exhibition here in Houston, and that was the Cardinal and Lunchtime. And what do I have to say about this? They are made out of, John helped me with this, the idea of it. It's when I grew up, everything that was important in our house had to stay on a doily. If the doily, if that object could not sit on the doily, well, it would have been covered with a doily. And that was the TV always had a doily on top. Don't ask, I thought it was kitschy, but all right.
Hey,
However,
Tommy, ask Tommy, do the things in Versailles have doilies? I don't know.
Hey, Tommy. And so I had to combine and create something. I said, I need to look for these figurines that were very iconic in our, childhood, and give them a new life. So this is how this series happened. I photographed these old porcelain figurines back in Romania, whatever was possible to find them. And for the natural part, I choose petals and leaves, and I create doilies, because at the back of the doily idea, it's a floral inspired theme, right? So this is how this series was built.
And I think
it's great.
I think the connection between taking nature and marking it as important, it's kind of a funny way to do it. But
I mean, this is the way how we learn, how a wolf look like, how a panther look like, because back in Romania, there's no panthers, there's nothing exotic. So this is how we came to interact with these things. They were kitschy, right? They don't have them. I mean, my mother have them. I don't know where they are now. She has not one piece left, and but they were important at the time.
And the environmental issue, and the protection issue, that if we don't conserve nature and make it important, this may be the only way we have to remember it. That was the whole idea of the series.
This may be the world that we can afford. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just pictures in stuffed animals.
Great. So guys, as you probably know, we do have a vlog on YouTube that's going sometime weekly, sometime every other week, depends on weekly-ish, I should say. Yeah, we're trying to keep up with everything. However, life gets in the way sometime and delays some things, but you know what? We are there all the time.
Absolutely.
Bringing something new. And again, just a reminder, if you want to follow us on other channels, we are on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube. And here are the names you should look for and follow us. Let's see, busy working with clients this week, but still having time to decompress and create new work. And I think I shared this with you last week. I do have, however, some new ones, and it's a series that is going to come up soon. I don't want to talk too much about it. Now, while working on that series and waiting for the paintings to dry, I can't just sit around doing nothing and waiting. So I start other pieces on various style and various ideas, and this is how those ones were born. I think they're great. Those
These are stunning.
on paper, yeah. And there's 24 by 18 inch, and can be framed, or I can frame them for you. Depends on the client needs.
And the texture, obviously,
Yes,
take
yes.
a photo, you don't see it as much. The texture is amazing.
I'm trying to.
I think they're stunning. I'm very impressed.
I think they're great. Yes. I mean, it started as an exploration, and it started as trying some things out, and then it just went to this direction. So I let it go.
That's great.
So you have a new one, Trent, and the other one is called what?
I haven't named him yet, but it's a companion piece.
Who looks like me?
Yes, looks just like you after your 94 burpees. There he is.
Hey, that's great. What is he looking?
I don't know. He's up to something.
Oh.
He's probably watching for the nun.
Oh yeah, you know what? They all look on the same.
They're looking at each other. I could hang him right beside her.
That's great. But actually,
she would not have allowed that haircut. I can tell you.
I really like these two pieces of yours.
Yeah, they're really interesting, and they're good size. It's on paper, so they frame well.
And I see you're starting something on the back.
Yeah, this piece over here. Just started that this morning because I was going to stay home today and actually get some painting done. I had been running around doing business stuff, and I was lucky enough to be invited last weekend to the Bella Boteca, out in Magnolia, Texas. Mm-hmm. And it's a lovely little art community. It's several art studios that are available for rent. And they invited me as a guest artist for their second Sunday show.
How was it? Would you recommend it to other artists?
Absolutely. It was nice. It's good, steady flow of people. And I had lots of conversations, sold a piece. I think it was worth doing. And I wish them a lot of luck. They're just really getting established. And it should be, there's just nothing out in that area for artists to really flock to and for people to find and interact with artists one-on-one like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great thing, and I wish them lots of luck.
Let's move back to the presentation here and see what else do you have. Oh, you have something cute this time.
Yes.
About it?
These are, I think I shared some of them last week. We actually have merch now. I went on to Society 6 and took some of my artwork, turned it into things. And so we have a few items, mugs and things for sale, just to kind of show people that this is available and an option. Though I think the coffee mug looks excellent.
But
I don't know who uses zipper purses anymore, but that looks good too.
Yeah, well, you do. I
put my GoPro in it.
And there's something else that I really like, and it's not here. I wasn't able to capture it, but anyway, there's a reason for you guys to come to the Silver Steel Studios and take a look of this little thing.
Absolutely, you can get a shower curtain if you want.
So it's the middle of the show, and we want to thank you for being here with us again and watching us, supporting us, and follow us on this artistic process.
Absolutely. So many people who are supporting us, and it just I can't express my gratitude enough.
All right. So the second part of the show, it's a piece I put together some time ago. It's called Three Moons, and you have a acrylic on wood, right? Mm-hmm. Love, one of my favorite is that one, but we'll show it in a second. So guys, the Three Moons, I have shown it before some time ago. It's still available, and it's a beautiful piece. This is an early stage, and I wanted to combine photography and painting together, but not overpowering. So I had this landscape. I don't do a lot of landscapes photography. However, I do have them in my portfolio, and I got to print some of them, and I was like, I need something. There's a lack of something here. So first I put a red moon on, I painted a red moon on top of the mountains. And then even that was not enough for me. I said, what if I do the three moons? And I call this piece three moons, actually. And I think it's fantastic. It's one of my first mixed media piece, if you want to say that. And it's lovely. And I'm really pleased with the result. However, let me show you, I have it here with me. You know, it's not overpowering. It's, you know, it's a piece of photography, 13 by 20, I believe. And it's floated and it's gorgeous. I think it's
it's lovely. And I really think, you know, the photo itself is a beautiful photo.
Yes.
I've enjoyed it for a long time. But when you added that kind of embellishment to it, it just completely made it different and made it really, really striking. And you're really drawn to it from across the room to figure out why there's these three red balls over a mountainscape.
And it's not like I enhance anything with painting the mountains. You know, I just added some elements that, you know, pop up in a way, because you can see the texture of the paint on top of this is not just purely flat. And I think it's gorgeous. I think it's collectible, and guys, it's available. Come and see it. Truly spectacular.
It's very, very nice. Yeah.
And powerful.
And would look good in your home or in Versailles.
Or in Versailles. Yeah, I bet they don't have this in Versailles because it doesn't have enough gold.
There's bound to be a little corner somewhere that you can hang
but
that.
your piece has enough gold for Versailles.
There it is. See, this could be on the wall, right by a big gaudy statue. This one I call River Crossing. It's also the same size as the nun she watches. It's a big piece, what is 40 by 24, and it's on wood. So it's a big, substantial piece. Obviously, I love doing the splatter paint, where I just throw it and make quite a mess. But what I wanted to do here was not just have the total chaos of the splatter paint, which I think turned out really lovely, particularly with the blue background versus black or anything else. And I think it really, it's very attractive to me. It's very, very appealing to me. But I didn't want it just to be this giant rectangle of chaos. And so I put some textured gold blocks, if you will, in it. And what I realized, and I see this as a kind of a pattern in a lot of my art, whenever I have something that I interpret as being like water, I always have a pathway through it. I don't know why I'm doing that. There's probably any psychologists out there can help me figure me out, but there's always a pathway through the chaos. A bridge or these stepping stones, footprints, whatever it is, there is motion through the chaos, and I just thought that was an interesting element that I have noticed through some of my other paintings that I'm not doing consciously, but I'm doing subconsciously. But it's a lovely piece.
Yes,
and
it is.
I guess it could be hung either way.
Listen, I have it here. See, it's just as big.
It's
just
giant.
as big as the nun.
It's a big honking picture.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. And I think it's quite pleasant. And I put it in a couple of exhibitions. And I thought, you know, I don't think I've ever presented it here. So let's do the big honking pictures now.
Well,
anyway,
guys,
love it. It's a lot of fun.
It's 10:30.
Wow.
Guys, thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for watching us from Paris and from Versailles. Thank you for showing
Merci
Versailles
beaucoup.
and bringing this show to Versailles. It's very important, Tommy and Frank. And au revoir for now, and I'll see you next week.
Au revoir.
Make sure you next Wednesday morning you pick up just as a good location as this one.
Fromage.
Au revoir.